Good evening and welcome to Rolla High School, where tonight the Rolla Lady Bulldogs take on the St. James Lady Tigers in non-conference action. St. James 8-8 on the year. And introduce the starting lineup for the St. James Lady Tigers. We'll give that to you here in just a second. The Rolla Lady Bulldogs come in with a record of 13-2 on the season. Ranked number 10 in the state in the latest poll. Beating Glendale last Friday, 51-48. Starting lineup for there, 5'9" senior number 11, Kiana Garner. A 5'4" junior number 15, Ellie Rogers. A 5'11" junior, number 20, Lauren Pritchett. The 5'6" freshman, number 32, Carly Libhart. And rounding out the starting lineup is 6'3" junior, number 35, Rebecca Yonke. For St. James, number 5, a 5'9" sophomore, Bailey Wells. The 5'4" senior, number 13, Savannah Rossetti. 5'11" sophomore, number 21, Hannah Marcy. 5'10" senior, number 25, Ashlyn Reinhart. And a 5'10" freshman, number 33, Allison Bullock. It will be Marcy and Yonke to tip it off at center court. These two teams about 10 miles apart. Tip controlled by St. James. Wells with the basketball. Over to Marcy. Back on top to Bullock. Underneath the Wells. Shot up and good. Rogers with the basketball. St. James in a 2-1-2 zone. To Libhart, back to Rogers. Over to Garner. Back to drive the baseline, cut off. Back to Rogers. Cross court to Libhart. Looks to drive, shot up, and good. Full court pressure by the Lady Bulldogs, beaten. Reinhart knocked away. St. James will keep the basketball. Wells were triggered in at half court. Gets it to Rossetti. Rogers guarding her. Over to Marcy. Back to Bullock on top. Over to Rossetti. Down to Bullock. Back on top to Wells. They work it around. 3-point shot by Rossetti is no good. Lady Bulldogs come away with it. Libhart heads down court. Underneath the Pritchett. She's going to be fouled, I believe, by Rossetti. That'll be her first. And it is her first. Team foul number 1. Riley Whitner checking in for St. James. Only 5-second violation. Couldn't get the ball in. Turnover number 1 for the Lady Bulldogs. And they get it in to Rossetti. Over to Marcy. Now to Reinhart. Looks to drive on Pritchett. Keeps the dribble. Gets underneath, no place to go. Gets it back out to Marcy. Or to Rossetti. Three-point shot by Reinhart is good. And the Lady Bulldogs will call a 30-second timeout with 6:09 to play in the first quarter, and they trail 5-2.
At Price Chopper, meat is important to us. Hand cut, fresh. It just doesn't get any better than this. It's the best meat your eyes have ever tasted.
Getting my family to eat healthy isn't easy, but the organic selection at Price Chopper makes it easy. Biggest organic selection, local produce, amazing prices. Price Chopper, saving you more.
Coach Floyd not liking what he's seen on the defensive end of the floor early going, called a timeout. Lady Bulldogs with the basketball, down by 3. Rogers over to Libhart. Knocked away. Turnover number 2 by the Lady Bulldogs. Rossetti with the basketball, down underneath. They kick it back out to Rossetti. Over to Marcy. Back on top to Rossetti. Over to Whitner. Now over to Rossetti. Working around to Bullock. To Whitner. To Reinhardt. To Marcy to Rossetti. St. James being patient in their offense, looking for the good shot. Whitner tries to drive, cut off. Looks for help, finds it in Marcy. Over to Bullock. To Rossetti. St. James resets the offense. Whitner travels with the basketball. It'll be turnover number 1 for St. James.
Entering the game for the Lady Tigers, number 2, Hunter Pitts.
Hunter Pitts, the 5'5" senior, checks in for St. James. Rogers over to Libhart. Crossover to Garner. Drives, looks for help, finds it on Pritchett. Shot up and fouled. Should go to the line to shoot 2.
Fouls committed by number 33, Allison Bullock.
Allison Bullock picks up her first, team foul number 2. And Pritchett for the line to shoot 2. Her first one is good. Her first points of the ball game. The second one for the 5'11" junior is no good. The rebound comes down to St. James. They try to get Rossetti, and Rogers was there. Disrupt the pass, and some turnover. Number 2 for St. James. Bailey Wells will check back in for Bullock.
Number 5, Bailey Wells.
Rogers will trigger it in by the St. James bench. Gets it out to Garner, back to Rogers. Underneath to Pritchett. Shot up, rolls around, no good. Scramble for it. And it'll be St. James basketball. Rogers knocks it away from Pitts. Michaela Donnelly, the 5'5" senior, will check in for St. James. Savannah Campbell will check in for the Lady Bulldogs along with Olivia Birkin. Long pass stolen by Yonke to Libhart. To Birkin, to Rogers. She'll try a three-point shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, drives, blocked by Reinhardt. St. James comes away with it to Rossetti. Keeps her dribble. Blocked by Yonke. Was Donnelly. St. James, Rolla with the basketball. Libhart drives and is fouled on the play and go to the line to shoot 2. Rossetti picks up her second, team foul number 3. Libhart to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. Whitner checking back in for Donnelly. And Bullock checking back in for Bailey Wells. Second one by Libhart's good. We're tied up at 5 apiece. Tania Corley checking in for Libhart. Getting full court pressure. Get into Whitner to Rossetti. They break the press. We have a foul. Tania Corley picks up her first. Team foul number 1. Bailey Wells will check in for St. James. Hannah Marcy will take a seat. Rossetti triggered in underneath her own bucket. Knocked away by Rogers, but hit the back of the backboard to stay St. James basketball. Rossetti again underneath her own bucket. Almost stolen away, and Corley will pick up her second. Team foul number 2. Madison Mace will check in for the first time for the Lady Bulldogs. Hannah Marcy will check back in for St. James. We get it in to Reinhardt. Keeps her dribble. Shot up, and she's fouled and count the bucket. Savannah Campbell picks up her first, third team. Ashlyn Reinhardt for the conventional three-point play. She doesn't get it. Birkin with the rebound. Mace heads down court. Back to Birkin. To Mace. Tried to get it underneath. Stolen by Rossetti. Turnover number 3 by the Lady Bulldogs. Reinhardt with the basketball. And it's stolen away by Rogers. 3-on-1. She keeps it herself. Lays it up and in for 2. Her first 2 points of the ball game. And we're tied up for the third time in the contest, 7-7. Reinhardt with the basketball. Gets it down to Marcy, makes a move. Shots are partially blocked. Yankee comes away with it. Birkin heads down court, makes a move. Stolen by St. James, and they'll call a 30-second timeout with 2:54 to play in the first quarter, and we're all tied up at 7 apiece.
Did you see that game? They came back to win. They've been on a run. They're going to state. At Fidelity Local 6, we love local sports. Get game DVDs or seasons on flash drive. Just go to fidelitylocal6.com, select your region, and find the Purchase a Season tab. If you can't find what you're looking for, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter, and we'll search our archives. As always, thanks for watching.
All tied up at 7 apiece with 2:54 to play here in the first quarter. We had 3 ties in the ball game. Rolla's never led. St. James with the basketball. And we'll have a foul on Birkin. Olivia, that'll be her first. Team foul number 4. Pritchett, Garner, and Libhart will check back in for the Lady Bulldogs. Into Reinhardt. Tipped by Pritchett to get to Libhart. She lays it in for 2. And the Lady Bulldogs have their first lead of the ball game. Offensive foul going to be called on Rossetti. Her third, team foul number 4. Kaylee Sanders checks in for the first time for St. James. Lady Bulldogs have their first lead of the night. Get it into Campbell. Out to Mace. Looks to drive. Stolen away by St. James. Turnover number 5 for the Lady Bulldogs. You get it to Sanders. Underneath. Layup is good by Marseille. Our second points of the ball game. We're all tied up for the 4th time at 9 apiece. Libhart with the basketball. 5-second violation. Nobody came to help the Lady Libhart. We had a turnover by the Rolla Bulldogs. The Lady Bulldogs as their 6th. Roger checks in for Mace. Get it into Wells. Over to Marcy. Over to Sanders. Over to Whitaker. Drives. On the floor. The foul's going to be on Rogers. Her first. Team foul number 5.
Fouls committed by number 15, Ellie Rogers, her first team fifth.
Sanders will take it out underneath the Lady Tiger bucket. Get it to Wells. Back on top to Marcy. Looks to drive. Shot up. No good. St. James comes away with it. Reinhardt with the basketball. To Sanders. Almost stolen away. Now we'll have a jump ball. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Donnelly checking back in for the Lady Tigers. Rogers with the basketball. We'll have a reach-in foul. I believe that's going to go on Donnelly. It is her first, team foul number 5. Pritchett underneath her own bucket will trigger it in. Gets it to Rogers. Back to Pritchett. Back to Rogers. She'll try the three-point shot. No good. Rebound, Marcy. Over to Sanders. Back to Marcy. Tried to get it to Marcy, and they throw it away for turnover number 6 for St. James. With 1:19 to play here in the first quarter. Rogers over to Garner. Down in the corner to Rogers. Crossover to Libhart. Looks to drive. And we'll have a blocking foul on Marseille. It'll be her first. Team foul number 6. Lady Bulldogs will be a 1-1 for the rest of the half. Pritchett will trigger it in underneath her own bucket. Get it in and stolen by Donnelly. Over to Whitner. An offensive foul as Libhart took the charge. That'll be the first on Riley Whitner, the 5'9" sophomore. Nice job by the freshman to stand there to take the charge. Ellie Rogers heads down court. Over to Pritchett. Down the corner to Rogers. Back to Pritchett. To Garner. Over to Libhart. Gets it over to Rogers. Underneath to Pritchett. Shot up. No good. Rebound Campbell can't hold on to it. They say it's off of St. James. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Bullock and Wells check in for St. James. Garner will trigger it in underneath the Lady Bulldog bucket. Get it in to Campbell. Left-handed shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Sanders. They get it to Wells. Over to Reinhardt. Back to Wells. To Sanders. to Donley. Right to Wells, to Sanders. Back to Wells. Underneath to Reinhardt. And we'll have a foul on Rogers. Excuse me, that was Bullock underneath. Nelly picks up her second team foul number 6. Both teams will be in the 1-on-1 for the rest of the half with 5.3 seconds to play here in the first half. Quarter, excuse me. They get it into Donnelly. Her shot's up and good. Her first points of the ball game. And that will end the first quarter of action in one quarter here at Rolla High School. St. James leading Rolla 11-9.
Heads or tails, right or left, instant or real, frozen or fresh. The best food starts with the best ingredients. From the hand-cut steaks to the condiments, only top-quality food products make it to the table at Cooking From Scratch because they're all about great food. So you choose. Do you want good food or great food? Cooking From Scratch, where they serve great food at a great price. Located only one exit west of Rolla on I-44 in Doolittle.
Whether you like practical solutions or a bold statement, traditional elegance or adventurous design, from budget-minded wood flooring to luxurious vein-cut stone, the Flooring Nook is your source for quality flooring, remodel, and design materials both affordable and luxurious. We can help you take your project from mundane to amazing. Our warehouse in Rolla is full of great selections. Come see our brand new showroom and receive a free design consultation.
A foul fest in the first quarter. There's 13 fouls called in the first quarter of action. Both teams in the bonus now. St. James leading 11-9. It'd be Whitner, Donnelly, Bullock, Sanders, and Reinhardt on the floor for the Lady Tigers. Libhart, Garner, Yankee, Campbell, and Pritchett on the floor for the Lady Bulldogs. St. James with the basketball to start. And now we'll call a block on Libhart. Her first, 17th foul. Sanders will go to the line for the 1-on-1. Misses the front end. Libhart comes away with it. Gets it to Yankee. Off of Garner. Whitner with the basketball for the Lady Tigers. To Donley. To Sanders. Over to Reinhardt. To Donley. Over to Sanders. Whitner with a long three-point shot, no good. Pritchett couldn't control it. It'll stay St. James basketball. Sanders will trigger it in underneath the Lady Tiger bucket. Stolen away by Pritchett. Quickly down court to Garner. Keeps the dribble. Over to Campbell. Left-handed shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound and is found by Bullock. Her second. They'll go to the line to shoot two. A 6-foot freshman to the line for two. This is the first one. Second one is no good. Donnelly comes away with the board. To Sanders. Over to Reinhardt. Back to Sanders. To Whitner. Back on top to Bullock. Over to Sanders. Stolen away by Campbell. Turnover number 8 by St. James. Libhart with the basketball. Keeps her dribble. Shot up. No good. Yankee with the rebound, puts it back in and goes the line for the and one. Count the bucket. Whitener picks up her second. Birkin checks in, and Roger checks in for the Lady Bulldogs. Wells, Marcy, and Pitts check in for the Lady Tigers.
Also entering for the Lady Bulldogs, Ellie Rogers.
Yankee hits it, and the Lady Bulldogs have their second lead of the ball game. Almost stolen away. We're going to have one stolen away. We'll have a foul against St. James. Hannah Marcy picks up her second team foul, number 10. Rogers for the 1-and-1. Hits the first one. Well, that one's off. Reinhardt comes away with it. Gets it to Marcy. Double team to Wells. Back to Marcy. Looks to go underneath. Shot up, no good. Yankee with the rebound. Out to Rogers. Running the floor. Reinhardt there. Shot's no good. Pritchett with the putback. It's no good. Scramble for it. We'll have a foul on St. James. And Birkin to go to the line for the double bonus. Hannah Marcy picks up her third. And Olivia Birkin to the line to shoot two. Hits the first one. Sanders checks in for Marcy for St. James. Madison Mays checks in for Libhart. Birkin's second one is good. 4-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Again, full court pressure. Kicked out of bounds by Birkin, and St. James will keep the basketball. Sanders will trigger it in. Get it into Pitts, over to Wells. Back over to Sanders. Knocked away by Rogers. This be St. James basketball. Right by the St. James bench. Kaylee Sanders, the 5'8" sophomore, triggers it in to Wells. Over to Pitts. Knocked away and out of bounds by Rogers. Stays Lady Tigers basketball. Donnelly will check into the ball game for Pitts. Get into Whitner, to Wells, back to Whitaker. She'll try the three-point shot. It's no good. Scramble for it, and Pritchett comes away with it. Gets it to Rogers. Quickly down court to Mace. Back to Rogers. She'll try the three-point shot. No good. And St. James will call a 30-second timeout with 5:30 to play in the first half, and they trail by 4.
At Sinks Health Mart Pharmacy, we're committed to providing the best possible service for our customers.
We are proud to have so many loyal customers for over 40 years.
And that you see us as a trusted friend that's deeply connected to our community.
I love to see someone smile when I call them by name.
We're always looking for ways to improve our services.
From free delivery to convenient drive-through pickup.
To our text email alert system and the new RX2Go app that allows you to refill your prescriptions on your phone or online.
Sinks Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
St. James hasn't scored yet here in the second quarter. 5:30 to play in the half, and they now trail 15-11 after leading 11-9 at the end of the first quarter. Sanders will trigger it in. Get it to Reinhardt. Back to Sanders. Over to Donnelly. Get it across the timeline. Whitaker had to chase it now. Whitner had to chase it now. Birkin with the steal. Turnover number 10 for St. James. Trying to run the floor. They get it to Pritchett. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Reinhardt. Rogers almost with the steal. Over to Whitner. Sanders underneath to Donnelly. To Bullock. To Reinhardt. She'll try the three-pointer. No good. Yankee with the rebound. Mace with the basketball. Over to Rogers. To Yankee. Down underneath to Pritchett. Back to Mace. She'll try the three-pointer. No good. Birkin ran it down. Gets it back to Rogers. St. James in a 2-3 zone. Over to Rogers. To Madison Mace. She'll try another three-point shot. It's no good. Tipped over to Birkin. Kicked back out to Rogers. She's fouled on the play, trying to get the ball down to Yankee. And Rogers will go to the line to shoot two. Allison Bullock picks up her third. Rogers to the line to shoot two. Hits the first one. Campbell checks in for Pritchett. The second one by Rogers. It rattles around and falls in. Gets 5 points on the night. They'll get Ellie Rogers with the hold. That's her third. Team foul number 8. Reinhardt goes to the line for the 1-and-1. Libhart will check in for Rogers with 4:18 to play here in the second quarter. First one's no good. Campbell comes away with it. Get it down to Libhart. She was tripped up and no call. After 20 fouls so far in the game, no call on a trip up. Reinhardt with the basketball. Sanders. Campbell is guarding her. To Whitner. Looks underneath. Gets it to Bullock. And they're going to get Yankee on the foul. So they bail out Bullock. Rebecca Yankee picks up her first. Team foul number 9. And Allison Bullock, the 5'10 freshman, goes to the line to shoot two. Misses the first one. Second one is good, and that's the first point for St. James here in the second quarter. Comes with 3:45 to play in the quarter. Libhart with the basketball. Back out to Birkin. Crossover to Madison Mace. Back to Birkin. Down in the corner to Libhart. Back out to Birkin. To Yankee. Underneath to Campbell. Shots up and good for the freshman. Her first points of the ball game. We get to Whitner. To Reinhardt. Shots up, no good. Birkin comes away with it. And they're going to get her for the travel. Turnover number 9. Birkin comes out. Kiana Garner comes back into the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs. Sanders gets it in to Bullock. Looks to drive. Shot up, no good. Yankee comes away with it. Out to Libhart. Nice move. Knocked away by Bullock. Rolla will keep possession. Savannah Rossetti will check in with 3 fouls, along with Bailey Wells will check in for St. James. They get it into Yankee. Underneath, knocked away. Garner was able to come away with her. Shots up, no good. Wells with the rebound. Rossetti can't handle it. Stolen by Garner and over to Mace. She'll try a 3-point shot. It's no good. Scramble for it. Campbell comes away with the offensive board over to Yankee. Lays it up and in. No good. Gets her own rebound and foul to go to the line to shoot 2. Yankee would go to the line to shoot 2. Bailey Wells picks up her first. Which one's in and out. Rebecca with 3 points in the ball game. Second one is good. There's 4 points in the game. 8-point lead. Reinhardt with the basketball over to Rossetti. Almost knocked away. Scramble for it. It'll be a jump ball. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Hunter Pitts will check back in for St. James for Bailey Wells. Libhart over to Garner. Back to Campbell, over to Mace. Jump shot up, no good. Scramble for it. Pitts comes away with it. Outlet pass to Donnelly. Shot up and good. Libhart. Nice spin move. We're going to get Donnelly on the block. Her second. Libhart will go to the line to shoot 2. 22 fouls called here in the first half with 2:02 to play in the half. Libhart misses the first one. Corley checking in for Mace. Bailey Wells checks in for Donnelly. Libhart with 6 points in the ball game. Now make it 7. Pitch with the basketball to Wells. Over to Rossetti. To Reinhardt. Underneath. Blocking foul on Yankee. That'll be her second. Team foul number 10. And Riley Whitner will go to the line to shoot 2. First one's good. Pritchett comes in for Yankee. Sanders comes in. For the St. James Lady Tigers. Whitner's for his second one. The 5'9" sophomore hits that one as well. She has 2 points in the ball game. Libhart with the basketball. Looks to drive and stolen by Reinhardt. Turnover number 10. Whitner couldn't hold on to it. They say she didn't touch it. Libhart did. It'll be St. James basketball. 1:39 to play in the first half. Sanders will trigger it in. Get it into Wells. Looks to drive, kicks it back out to Pitts. To Sanders. Over to Whitner. To Sanders. Underneath to Wells. To Reinhardt. Layups is good. She has 7 points in the ball game. It's down to a 3-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Libhart. Over to Garner. Down the corner to Libhart. Back on top to Garner. Over to Corley. Underneath to Campbell. Shot up. No call. Pritchett with the putback. Quickly down court to Pitts. To Whitner. They say Pritchett got her with the body. That'll be Pritchett's first. So Whitner goes the line to shoot 2. It's the first one. She's hit 3 free throws, 3 for 3. Donnelly comes back into the ball game for St. James. Second one's up, and it's good. She has 4 points, all from the free throw line here in the second quarter. Libhart with the basketball. To Corley. Down the corner to Libhart. Looks to drive. Nobody there. She thought Garner was down on the side, and nobody was there. Turnover. Number 11 for the Lady Bulldogs. Birkin comes in for Libhart. Rossetti back in. St. James, 29 seconds to play in the first half. Rossetti brings it down court. Keeps her dribble. Gets it to Whitner. To Rossetti. Underneath to Donnelly. Shot up and good. See the Lady Bulldogs get a shot off. Birkin from long distance. Nails it at the buzzer with the three-pointer, her first in the ball game. And we go to halftime. Lady Bulldogs leading the Lady Tigers 26-22. When we come back, we'll have stats from the first half. You're watching Rolla Lady Bulldog basketball on Fidelity Local 6.
Everyone knows White Mechanical as being an award-winning designer and installer of residential, commercial, and industrial HVAC systems. You've voted us the area's best heating and air conditioning company 2 years in a row. We're proud to announce that we've earned NCI certification from the National Comfort Institute in system performance and analysis. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services possible. That's why you should turn to the experts at White Mechanical. We're not comfortable till you are. Everyone knows White Mechanical as being an award-winning designer and installer of residential, commercial, and industrial HVAC systems. You've voted us the area's best heating and air conditioning company 2 years in a row. We're proud to announce that we've earned NCI certification from the National Comfort Institute in system performance and analysis. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services possible. That's why you should turn to the experts at White Mechanical. We're not comfortable till you are. Everyone knows White Mechanical as being an award-winning designer and installer of residential, commercial, and industrial HVAC systems. You've voted us the area's best heating and air conditioning company 2 years in a row. We're proud to announce that we've earned NCI certification from the National Comfort Institute in system performance and analysis. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services possible. That's why you should turn to the experts at White Mechanical. We're not comfortable till you are. Everyone knows White Mechanical as being an award-winning designer and installer of residential, commercial, and industrial HVAC systems. You've voted us the area's best heating and air conditioning company 2 years in a row. We're proud to announce that we've earned NCI certification from the National Comfort Institute in system performance and analysis. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services possible. That's why you should turn to the experts at White Mechanical. We're not comfortable till you are.
Why choose local? Because local companies stay rooted in their communities. They support other local businesses and provide jobs for your friends and neighbors. At Fidelity Communications, we take great pride in being a local company that's dedicated to the communities we serve. Jobs and opportunities for the people you love. That's why you choose local. Fidelity Communications. We're here, we're local. Be connected with Fidelity, your local internet, TV, and home phone provider.
Our house is teenage central. Busier than a bathroom after a movie.
We got a great new living room set at Paul's at a price we love.
We just bought our first new home. We needed new furniture for almost every room.
Paul's had a great selection. We filled 3 rooms, and I got an awesome Lazy Boy recliner.
Paul's Furniture, your home for guaranteed low prices.
What is your community health center? It's a place where you receive high quality yet affordable medical and dental care. A place where your entire family can get well, be well, and live well. Our highly qualified staff provides primary care, including pediatric, senior, and women's health care. We also provide complete dental care, including exams, fillings, extractions, and more. It's a place where compassion and respect lead the way to a healthier you. After all, it's your community health center, building your community, your health.
Oh, Eric, I didn't know you were with the UPS store.
Yeah, we printed that sign.
I thought you just did shipping.
Oh, no, we do printing, packing, notarizing, faxing, shredding, mailboxing, taping, laminating, consulting, trading, designing, returning, and of course, shipping.
I can't feel my legs. I should really get him home.
From printing to packing to mailboxing, go to the UPS store for everything your small business needs. And of course, shipping.
You're only moments away from fabulous at Benton Square Salon and Spa. Fabulous hair, fabulous makeup, and feeling fabulous after a day in our spa. We're in the heart of Rolla. You're only moments away from being primped, pampered, and polished at Benton Square Salon and Spa. Call today to make your reservations.
In today's fast-paced business climate, it's nearly impossible to keep up with the ever-changing world of business technology. The smart ones know they need an IT partner they can trust. Building those business relationships has been the cornerstone of Net Engineer's success for over 20 years. Our team approach makes a big impact on small business. That frees you up to do business and use business technology that works. We're here to meet the IT needs of small business, churches, and other civic organizations. Net Engineers. Call for a free consultation today.
The wait is over. It's the grand opening of Signature Event Center, your premier destination for your event of a lifetime banquet or office party. Our brand new 15,000 square foot event center features a fully customizable LED dance floor and state-of-the-art media and sound systems. Weddings and receptions, trade shows, business conferences, and large or small social gatherings. Signature Event Center is here for you. Don't miss out. Host your next event at Signature Event Center in Rolla, Missouri. Call, Facebook, or go to our website for more details.
Far away from this life that you're living, you'll find a whole new beginning.
Byerly RV is the largest motorhome dealer in Missouri, thanks to quality products like Allegro and Thor, and the best selection of fifth wheels and travel trailers. We offer quiet relaxation and the luxury of your second home on wheels. Wherever you go, you're always at home in a Byerly RV.
Byerly Trailers. Discover your family, show them you care for them.
I was actually embarrassed of my legs.
My ankles were extremely tender.
So the symptoms of venous insufficiency can include things like aching and pain in the legs, heaviness, tiredness. Really, if they have any of those symptoms, we can help them.
The treatment itself was virtually painless. I was actually exercising in the afternoon after the morning procedure.
So the procedures are non-surgical. We do them here in the office. You'll be able to walk in and walk out and return to all of your normal activities.
Call Bailey Cosmetic Surgery and Vein Center today.
Test drive a new Mazda 6 today. Hurry into Seller Sexton Mazda for great offers on your favorite Mazda vehicles. Buy any new Mazda in 2018 and receive tires for life. At Seller Sexton Mazda, we sell satisfaction. When you need a residential heating and cooling professional, look no further than AM Heating and Cooling in Rolla. Our family has a 40-year history of satisfied customers in the Rolla area, and our customers know us to be specialists in residential climate and air quality control. Being a Rheem Pro partner means that we can provide you with top-quality products from an industry-leading manufacturer. Whether it's a new home or remodeling your existing home, we'll install or retrofit a climate system that's perfect for you and your family. Call us today for a free home assessment. We're AM Heating and Cooling right here in Rolla.
Our customers rely on us, not just for great newer equipment, but also for recommendations that save them time and money. At Chaseco, we're focused on our customers' success. We build long-term relationships with our customers and contractors. They trust us to get them the right equipment to get the job done right. Our success is due to our customers' success. Come to Chaseco and Rolla to see how we can help you grow your business. Chaseco, home of verified work-ready equipment.
We are at halftime. Rolla Lady Bulldogs leading the St. James Lady Tigers 26-22. Take a look at scoring first for St. James. Leading scorer for the St. James Lady Tigers is Ashley Reinhardt with 7. Michaela Donnelly has 6. Riley Widner has 4. Bailey Wells, Hannah Marcy have 2 apiece. Allison Bullock has 1. St. James had 12 turnovers in the ball game, and they were 5 for 9 at the free throw line, 1 for 3. Hit 1 3-pointer by Ashlyn Reinhardt. The Lady Bulldogs, leading scorer for them is Kylie Liverhart with 7. Olivia Barkin and Ellie Rogers has 5 apiece. Rebecca Yonke with 4. Lauren Pritchett with 3. Savannah Campbell with 2. 11 turnovers for the Lady Bulldogs. They were 10 for 17 in the free throw line. The 3-pointer by was Olivia Barkin at the buzzer from half court at the end of the second quarter of action. St. James outscored Rolla 11-9 in the first quarter. Lady Bulldogs outscored St. James 17-11 in the second to lead 26-22. Rossetti, Marcy, and Bullock all have 3 fouls for St. James, while Rogers has 3 fouls for the Lady Bulldogs. There was a total of 21 fouls called in the first half. 14 on St. James, 11 on the Lady Bulldogs. St. James will get the basketball to start the second half of action. It'll be Limhart, Garner, Rogers with the 3 fouls, Pritchett, and Yonke for the Lady Bulldogs. Starting lineup, beginning of the game. Wells, Rossetti, Marcy, Reinhardt, and Bullock will lead it. Started off in the third quarter. As we said, 25 fouls called in the first half of action. 14 on St. James and 11 on the Lady Bulldogs. And we're underway, second half of action. Wells with the basketball. Rolling a 2-3 zone over to Rossetti. To Reinhardt. Back to Rossetti. To Marcy. Get it in the corner to Bullock. Looks to drive. Underneath to Wells. Kicks it back out. Knocked away. Rossetti's able to save it. Blocked by Yonke. Scramble for it. And the Lady Bulldogs come up with it. Now give it right back to St. James. Rossetti with a 3-point shot. It's off the mark. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Rolla Bulldog. Lady Bulldog basketball. Rogers with the basketball. Over to Libhart. Stolen away by St. James. Turnover number 12. Reinhardt. Gets it to Wells finally. She'll try a 3-point shot. no good. Yankee with the rebound. Over to Rogers. Looking down court to Libhart. Shot up, no good. Bullock comes away with it. To Wells. Back to Rossetti. Over to Reinhardt. Underneath to Wells. Bounce pass. Over to Marcy. She's fouled and go to the line to shoot two. Carly Libhart picks up her second. First team foul of the half. Marcy to the line to shoot two. This is the first one. Whitner checks in for St. James and Birkin for the Lady Bulldogs. Second one by Marcy is good. Her third point of the ball game. And it's a 3-point lead. Over to Garner. It's the drive, kicks it back out to Rogers. She'll try the 3-point shot, no good. Scramble for it. She comes away with it. And is fouled by Marcy, and that'll be her fourth. Team foul number 1. And Donnelly will check in for Hannah Marcy. Pritchett will trigger it in underneath the Lady Bulldog bucket. Gets it in to Garner. Shot up no good. Rossetti comes away with it. Down court to Whitner. To Rossetti. Shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound. And it'll be a jump ball. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Rogers with the basketball. Over to Birkin. Looks to drive. Underneath to Gardner. Lays it up and in for two. Her first points of the ball game. Quickly down court to Donnelly. Back over to Rossetti. Try to get it to Whitner. Birkin stole it. To Rogers. Looks to drive. Shot up, no good. Pritchett comes away with it. Knocked out of her hands. It'll stay Lady Bulldog basketball. Rogers will trigger it in. 5:24 to play here in the third quarter. To Birkin. Back to Rogers. Underneath to Pritchett. And they call a foul on Reinhardt. That'll be her first. Team foul number 2. Pritchett gets it to Yankee. Shot up and in. Yeah, 6 points in the ball game. Quickly down court. Rossetti. Over to Reinhardt. Looks to drive. Tries to get underneath the Bullock. Shot up. No good. Yankee with the defensive board. To Rogers. We go the other way. Down to Garner. To Yankee. Knocked away by Bullock. Rossetti with the basketball. To Donnelly. To Reinhardt. Over to Rossetti. Underneath to Donnelly. Blocked by Yankee. Pritchett was able to save it. Get it to Rogers. Over to Birkin. Back to Yankee. And you find Rogers. Knocked away, stolen away by St. James. Turnover number 14, the third in the quarter for Rolla. Rossetti with the basketball. Over to Bullock. Out on top to Reinhardt to Rossetti. Over to Donnelly. To Whitner. Back to Bullock. To Donnelly underneath. Whitner almost stolen away by Rogers. Double teamed. And unbelievably, they call that a blocking foul. on Garner. Be her first. Garner had position, but they call a block anyway. Libhart and Campbell check in for the Lady Bulldogs. Wells and Pitts check in for the Lady Tigers. Setti gets it in to Reinhardt. They kick it back out to Wells, over the pitch, down the corner to Bullock. Shot up and good by Allison Bullock. Her first bucket and her third point of the ball game. To Birkin. Back to Rogers. To Campbell. To Rogers. To Birkin. Underneath the Yankee. Shot up and good. She has 8 points in the ball game. Quickly down to Pitts. Bounce pass to Bullock. Shot up and good by the freshman. She has 5 points now in the ball game. 4 in this quarter. Rogers with the basketball. Over to Birkin. Down to Yankee. Shot up and good. She's in double digits. 6 points in the quarter. And St. James will call a 30-second timeout with 2:45 to play in the third quarter, and they trail 34-27.
Welcome to the grand opening of the Truck Superstore at Travers Autoplex in Eureka, Missouri. You can shop from over 1,000 trucks, SUVs, and cars in stock. All makes and models, all price ranges, with new vehicles arriving every day. Even if you've had credit issues in the past, Travers Autoplex guarantees your financing. So why settle for an older vehicle with high miles? Have peace of mind and buy a newer car truck with low miles. Come shop our huge selection at the Truck and SUV Superstore at Travers Autoplex in Eureka, Missouri, on Highway 44 across from Six Flags.
2:45 to play in the third quarter. Lady Bulldogs leading 34-27. St. James has 2 timeouts remaining. The Lady Bulldogs have 4. 4 fouls here so far in the third quarter. Rolla outscoring St. James 8-5 so far in the quarter. Rolla's largely tonight has been 8. For St. James, it's been 3. Wells triggers it in underneath. Gets it to Whitner. Back to Wells, and they'll break the timeline. They're able to keep control and get it to Reinhardt. Rossetti. Over to Wells. Back to Whitner, the Rossetti. Madison Mace guarding Rossetti. Almost stolen away. Rossetti is able to keep it. To Wells. Back to Rossetti. She'll take a long three-point shot. It's no good. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Donnelly will come in to line up for Wells. Rogers with the basketball. Gets it over to Libhart. Back to Rogers. To Campbell from the free throw line. Shot up, no good. Yankee with the offensive board. Puts it back up, no good. Campbell with the rebound. It's no good. St. James comes away with it. Looking down court to Donnelly. Mace was there to cut her off. Back on top to Rossetti. Over to Whitner. Down to Pitts. Cross over to Reinhardt. Looks to drive. Cut off by Campbell. Finds Pitts. Whitner to Rossetti. She'll try the long three-point shot. No good. Libhart comes away with it. Over to Rogers. To Madison Mace. Down to Campbell. To Yankee. Back over to Mace. She'll try a three-point shot. It's no good. Chases it down. Tries to save it. Wasn't able to. It'll be St. James basketball. Lauren Pritchett will check back in for the Lady Bulldogs for Yankee. Wells will check in for Pitts. 1:16 to play in the quarter. 7-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Libhart checking back in for Rogers. Jack Rogers with those 3 fouls for the last minute 16 in the quarter. Donnelly with the baseball pass. Pritchett was there to steal it. Almost stolen back by St. James. Mace with the basketball to Libhart. She'll try the 3-point shot. No good, and she's fouled on the play. And we'll go to the line to shoot 3. Riley Whitner picks up her 3rd, team foul number 3. They said it was after the shot. The Lady Bulldogs keep the basketball. Mace, double team down in the corner. And a blocking foul on Rossetti. If that is Rossetti, that'll be her 4th. And it is her 4th. Same call you got down here against the Lady Bulldogs. Campbell with the basketball. Over to Mace, to Libhart. Back across to Libhart, on top to Mace. To Pritchett. To Corley. Back to Mace. Down the corner to Libhart. To Mace. We go under 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Mace thought about the 3. Pritchett. Little ball fake. Shot up and good by Lauren Pritchett. Her 5th point of the ball game. Quickly down court. Off to St. James Whitner. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball with 12.8 seconds to play in the quarter. Rogers will check back in for the Lady Bulldogs. Pitts and Bullock will check back in for the Lady Tigers. Large lead of the night for the Lady Bulldogs at 9, 36-27, 12.8 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Roger heads down court. Pritchett. Back to Rogers. She'll try the 3-point shot. No good. Rebound Pritchett. Scramble for it. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We played 3 here at Rolla High School. Lady Bulldogs lead the Lady Tigers 36-27.
You know about our great food. Did you know the premier hotspot in Central Missouri for live music is right here in Rolla? That's right. Robin Crickett's Tater Patch has fantastic live entertainment nearly every night of the week. Robin Crickett's Tater Patch, where great food sets the stage for great fun and live music.
See you later at the Tater!
The food at Just Delicious is, well, just delicious. Stop by and get yourself a sweet treat, or let us deliver it to your next party or event. That's right, Just Delicious caters breakfast, lunch, and dessert. Try a delicious sandwich or wrap, then enjoy a cake truffle for dessert. No matter what you choose, bring your family and friends together with catering from Just Delicious. Give us a call, visit, or find us on Facebook.
We get ready for 4th quarter action. 9-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs, the largest lead of the night. St. James will have the basketball. Pitts, Whitner, Rossetti, Reinhardt, and Bullock on the floor for the Lady Tigers. Libhart, Rogers, Pritchett, Garner, and Yankee on the floor for the Lady Bulldogs. Rossetti with the basketball to Reinhardt. Almost stolen away. Bullock was able to get it back. To Rossetti. To Whitner. She'll try a long 3-point shot. No good. Yankee with the defensive board to Rogers. Almost stolen away. Libhart with the basketball. Through the double team. Rogers able to chase it down over to Garner. Almost stolen again by Pitts. Rogers with the jump shot. Good. Her 7th point of the ball game. And it's an 11-point lead. Rossetti over to Bullock. They get it to Reinhardt. Over to Whitner. Yankee got her with the body. That'll be Rebecca's third. Team foul number 3. Whitner to the line where she scored all her points. She's 4 for 4 in the ball game. She hits that one. It's 5 points. Wells and Donnelly check in for St. James. Second one is also good. She's 6 for 6 at the free throw line with 6 points. Full court pressure. Livehart with the basketball. Gets across the timeline. Over to Garner, down to Rogers. Underneath the Yankee. Shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound and puts it back in for 2. Her 12th point of the ball game. Massetti hurries down court. Keeps the drive. Shot up and no good. Pritchett with the rebound. Over to Livehart. Coach Floyd said slow it down. Lady Bulldogs trying to grind out another victory here against the St. James Lady Tigers. Rogers with the basketball. Over to Yankee down in the corner. Back to Pritchett, stolen away by St. James. Rossetti heads down court. Over to Donnelly. To Reinhardt. Over to Whitner. Rogers picks her pocket. Turnover number 16 for St. James. Couldn't get it to Livehart. Wells is right there. And St. James will call a full timeout with 5:53 to play in the contest. They trail 40-29.
At Price Chopper, meat is important to us. Hand cut, fresh. It just doesn't get any better than this. It's the best meat your eyes have ever tasted.
Getting my family to eat healthy isn't easy, but the organic selection at Price Chopper makes it easy. Biggest organic selection, local produce, amazing prices. Price Chopper, saving you more.
Did you see that game? They came back to win. They've been on a run. They're going to state. At Fidelity Local 6, we love local sports. Get game DVDs or seasons on flash drive. Just go to fidelitylocal6.com, select your region, and find the Purchase a Season tab. If you can't find what you're looking for, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter, and we'll search our archives. As always, thanks for watching.
St. James down to 1 timeout left in the ballgame, trailing by 11 with 5:53 to play in the contest. Lady Bulldogs have 4 timeouts. Team fouls. St. James has 4, and the Lady Bulldogs have 3. After 25 fouls in the first half, we've had 7 called here in the second half. Marcy with the basketball to Donnelly. Over to Rossetti. And stolen away by Rogers. Be a jump ball. Be Lady Bulldog basketball. Rogers over to Libhart. Down to Rogers in the corner. Crossover to Garner. Tried to get it to Pritchett, and Marcy knocked it out of bounds. Lady Bulldogs will keep the basketball underneath their own bucket. Pritchett will trigger it in. Get it into Rogers. To Libhart. Almost stolen away by Donnelly. Pritchett back on top to Rogers. Over to Garner. Almost stolen away by Donnelly. Garner gets it into Libhart. To make a move. Shot up, no good. Pritchett with the offensive rebound. Back to Libhart. We'll have a foul on St. James. Riley Whitner picks up her fourth. Team foul number 5. We'll have a full timeout by the Lady Bulldogs with 4:55 to play in the ball game. They lead by 11.
Heads or tails, right or left, instant or real, frozen or fresh. The best food starts with the best ingredients. From the hand-cut steaks to the condiments, only top-quality food products make it to the table at Cooking From Scratch because they're all about great food. So you choose. Do you want good food or great food? Cooking From Scratch, where they serve great food at a great price. Located only one exit west of Rolla on I-44 in Doolittle.
Whether you like practical solutions or a bold statement, traditional elegance or adventurous design, from budget-minded wood flooring to luxurious vein-cut stone, the Flooring Nook is your source for quality flooring, remodel, and design materials both affordable and luxurious. We can help you take your project from mundane to amazing. Our warehouse in Rolla is full of great selections. Come see our brand new showroom and receive a free design consultation.
.455 to play in the ball game. Lady Bulldogs up 40-29. Pritchett will trigger it in underneath the Lady Bulldog bucket, gets it into Rogers. Over to Libhart. To Rogers. Off her leg. And Rossetti was able to steal it. Marseille with a shot blocked. And the foul's going to go on Donnelly. That's her third, team foul number 6. So Rolla will be in the double or in the bonus for the rest of the game. Like Roger was injured, shaken up on the play. Maybe her ankle. See if she can walk it off. Birkin checks in for her. Libhart with the basketball. He's through the double team and is fouled as she splits the double team. And we'll go to the line for the 1-and-1. Ashlyn Reinhardt picks up her seventh team foul, her second foul. Bailey Wells and Allison Bullock check in for St. James. Libhart for the 1-and-1. He has 7 points in the ball game. This is the first front end. It'll be St. James basketball. Donnelly will check in for St. James. 4:25 to play in the ball game. Rossetti with the basketball. Donnelly back to Rossetti. And then underneath the well, shot up, no good. Donnelly comes away with it, gets it back out to Rossetti, over to Reinhardt. To Wells at the free throw line, back to Rossetti. Looks to drive, shot up off the backboard, no good. Birkin comes away with the defensive rebound, over to Garner. Back to Birkin. And she traveled with the basketball. Turnover number 17 for the Lady Bulldogs. Rogers checks back in. Whitner and Marcy check back in for the Lady Tigers. Corley will check back in along with Mace for the Lady Bulldogs. What has been a low-scoring fourth quarter. Bulldogs outscoring St. James 4-2. Rossetti over to Bullock for a three-point shot. No good. Pritchett comes away with it. Gets it to Rogers. Over to Corley. Down the corner to Pritchett. Double teamed. We'll have a jump ball. It'll be St. James basketball. Bailey Wells will check in for St. James. Wells with the basketball. Keeps the dribble, gets it over to Marcy. Back to Whitner. Back to Marcy. And in the corner to Reinhardt. She'll try a three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound to Marcy. To Reinhardt. Gets it to Bullock. Shot blocked by Yonke. Was able to control it. Quickly down court to Corley. Shot up, no good. Mace was able to save it to Pritchett. And a foul on St. James will send Lauren Pritchett to the line for the 1-and-1.
Fouls committed by number 21, Hannah Marcy. That is her fifth.
Hannah Marcy picks up her fifth, and she'll foul out with 3 points on the night.
For the Lady Tigers, number 2, Hunter Pitts.
Hunter Pitts and Donnelly check in for St. James. Lauren Pritchett to line for the 1-and-1. First one is good. She'll get the bonus. She has 6 points in the ball game. Getting the lead to 12. Can make it a 13-point lead with 2:47 to play in the ball game. And she does. Large lead of the night for the Lady Bulldogs. Donnelly with the basketball. Looks to drive. Pull-up jumper is good. She has 8 points in the contest. Full court pressure again. Get it to Pritchett. Back to Mace. Over to Rogers. To Libhart. To Yonke. Cross to Mace. And stolen away by Whitman. Rogers picks up her fourth. Send Whitner to the line for two.
Fouls committed by number 15, Ellie Rogers, her fourth, team fourth. Shooting for the Lady Tigers, Riley Whitener.
She is perfect at the free throw line, 6 for 6. And she misses that one. Wells. And Marcy check in. Audrey Marcy checks in. Libhart and Garner check in for the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs. Second free throw attempt is good. Camille Bullock checking in for the first time. 10-point lead with 2:17 to play in the ball game. To Yonke. They get it to Libhart. Drives, is blocked. Pritchett was able to save it. Stolen away by Wells. Reinhardt. Block on Garner. That's her second. Team foul number 5, and Reinhardt will go to the line to shoot two. Shot up and no good. Whitner and Donnelly check in for the St. James Tigers. As Rolla will take a 30-second timeout. 1:59 to play in the ball game. They lead by 10.
At Sinks Health Mart Pharmacy, we're committed to providing the best possible service for our customers.
We are proud to have so many loyal customers for over 40 years.
And that you see us as a trusted friend that's deeply connected to our community.
I love to see someone smile when I call them by name.
We're always looking for ways to improve our services.
From free delivery to convenient drive-through pickup.
To our text email alert system and the new RX2Go app that allows you to refill your prescriptions on your phone or online.
Sinks Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
St. James trying to get back into this one, making the Lady Bulldogs grind out another victory. They trail by 10 to the St. James Lady Tigers. 1:59 to play in the contest. Ashley Reinhardt, the 5'10 senior, will go to the line to shoot one. She has 7 points in the ball game. She misses that one. Garner comes away with it. The Yankee. Over to Libhart. Back to Rogers. To Libhart. St. James trying to trap every chance they get. Libhart down there in no man's land. Gets it out to Rogers. On top to Yankee. To Rogers. Stolen away by Reinhardt. Knocked out of bounds by Pritchett. Donnelly will check in for St. James along with Allison Bullock and Bailey Wells. Madison Mace will check in for Libhart. And Corley will check in. Libhart and Garner will take a seat. They get it into Wells. To Whitner. Back to Wells. To Bullock. Shot blocked by Yonke. To Rogers. Down to Corley. Back to Mace. And a foul on St. James since Madison Mace to the 1-1. Bailey Wells picks up her second. Team foul number 9. Madison Mace will go to the line for the 1-1. 1 minute exactly to play in the ball game. Mace misses the front end of the 1-1. Rebound comes down to Donnelly. She heads down court. Over to Wells. To Bullock. Drives, shot up, no good. Scramble for it. We have a jump ball. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. 45 seconds to play in the ball game. Bullock, Pitts, and Audrey Marcy check in for St. James. Garner and Libhart check in for the Lady Bulldogs along with Olivia Birkin. Gets it into Rogers. Over to Birkin. Instead it hit the back of the backboard. Turnover number 22 for the Lady Bulldogs. Now Reinhardt, Wells, and Bullock will check back in for St. James. Down by 10 with 42.7 seconds to play in the ball game. You get it into Whitner. Shot up, no good. Scramble for it, comes away Wells. Her shot up, no good. Scramble for it will have a foul on the Lady Bulldogs. See who that foul is going to be on. Whitner goes the line, shoot 2. First one's good. Garner picked up her third foul. Yankee checking back in. Whitner goes to the line for the second one. And she hits that one. Bullock checks in for her. She has 9 points, does Whitner, all from the free throw line. Rogers back to Garner. And she double dribbled. Turnover number 23 with 31 seconds to play in the ball game. Bulk and Mason. Corley will check back in for the Lady Bulldogs. Whitner, Wells. Check in for the Lady Tigers. Down to an 8-point lead. Gets it into Wells. Over to Reinhardt. To Whitner. To Donnelly. Turnaround jumper's no good. Gets their own rebound. Whitner with the shot. It's no good. Wells with the rebound. Puts it in for two. And St. James will use their last timeout with 9.5 seconds to play, and they trail by 8.
Everyone knows White Mechanical as being an award-winning designer and installer of residential, commercial, and industrial HVAC systems. You've voted us the area's best heating and air conditioning company 2 years in a row. We're proud to announce that we've earned NCI certification from the National Comfort Institute in system performance and analysis. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services possible. That's why you should turn to the experts at White Mechanical. We're not comfortable till you are.
9.5 seconds to play in the ball game. St. James out of timeout, trailing by 6. They've never given up in this contest. Trailed by as many as 13 here in the second half. They've given the Lady Bulldogs all they can handle here in this non-conference action. Live hard to trigger it in. Now to Garner. Over to Rogers. And Donnelly said, I didn't foul her. I was trying to. They called the foul on her anyway. Her fourth. Then Rogers to the line for the 1-on-1. Excuse me, be the double bonus. She hits the first one. That's her 8th point of the ball game. Bullock checks in for St. James. Second one by Rogers is also good. Get it to Donnelly. Under 5 to go. To Whitaker. Tried to get a shot up at the buzzer, but couldn't do it. And the Lady Bulldogs grind out a 44-36 victory over the St. James Lady Tigers. When we come back, we'll have stats from the ball game. You're watching Rolla Lady Bulldog basketball on Fidelity Local 6.
Why choose local? Because local companies stay rooted in their communities. They support other local businesses and provide jobs for your friends and neighbors. At Fidelity Communications, we take great pride in being a local company that's dedicated to the communities we serve. Jobs and opportunities for the people you love. That's why you choose local. Fidelity Communications. We're here, we're local. Be connected with Fidelity, your local internet, TV, and home phone provider.
Our house is teenage central. Busier than a bathroom after a movie.
We got a great new living room set at Paul's at a price we love.
We just bought our first new home. We needed new furniture for almost every room.
Paul's had a great selection. We filled 3 rooms, and I got an awesome Lazy Boy recliner.
Paul's Furniture, your home for guaranteed low prices.
What is your community health center? It's a place where you receive high quality yet affordable medical and dental care. A place where your entire family can get well, be well, and live well. Our highly qualified staff provides primary care, including pediatric, senior, and women's health care. We also provide complete dental care, including exams, fillings, extractions, and more. It's a place where compassion and respect lead the way to a healthier you. After all, it's your community health center, building your community, your health.
Oh, Eric, I didn't know you were with the UPS store.
Yeah, we printed that sign.
I thought you just did shipping.
Oh, no, we do printing, packing, notarizing, faxing, shredding, mailboxing, taping, laminating, consulting, trading, designing, returning, and of course, shipping.
I can't feel my legs. I should really get him home.
From printing to packing to mailboxing, go to the UPS store for everything your small business needs. And of course, shipping.
Welcome back to Rolla High School. The Rolla Lady Bulldogs have defeated the St. James Lady Tigers 44-36. Take a look at scoring first for the St. James Lady Tigers. The leading scorer for St. James was Riley Whitner with 9 points, all of them coming from the free throw line. Ashlyn Reinhardt had 7. Michaela Donnelly had 8. Allison Bullock had 5. Bailey Wells had 4. Hannah Marcy had 3. St. James committed 17 turnovers in the ball game. They were 11 for 17 from the free throw line. They hit 1 3-pointer by Ashlyn Reinhardt, and they fall to 8 and 9 on the season. For the Lady Bulldogs, the leading scorer in the ball game was Rebecca Yonke with 12 points. Ellie Rogers had 9. Carly Libhart had 7. Lauren Pritchett had 7. Olivia Burkett had 5. Kiana Garner and Savannah Campbell had 2 apiece. Lady Bulldogs committed 23 turnovers in the ball game. They were 11 for 16 from the free throw line. Hit 1 3-pointer, that by Olivia Burkett at the buzzer at the end of the first half. That gave the Lady Bulldogs a 4-point lead at halftime, a lead they would not relinquish, and they come away with a 44-36 victory to improve to 14-2 on the season. The Lady Bulldogs will be in action again on the 24th when they travel to Springfield to take on the Hillcrest Lady Hornets. And on the 28th, they'll travel to Jeff City to take on Elias. We'll see them again on Fidelity Local 6 on January 31st when they take on state-ranked West Plains Lady Scissors. Once again, the Rolla Lady Bulldogs come away with a 44-36 victory over the St. James Lady Tigers. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and thank you for watching Rolla Lady Bulldog basketball on Fidelity Local 6.